Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way Season 4 Episode 14. So we're just going to get right onto it. It's the last episode before the tell-all. So the tell-all is coming up here next week. Well, there'll be a half of an episode, regular episode, and then the first part of the tell-all next week's full episode. So we're going to kick things off with Jen and Rishi. So Jen and Rishi, we left off with Rishi's parents telling Jen, Rishi's parents and Rishi saying that Jen is too old for her and that they don't accept the relationship now after her friend spilled the beans. So in this episode, Rishi meets up with her nosy friends, Randy and Myra and stuff, and they just discuss what happened. Jen does have a little suspicion on something that may not have gone right when he met with the parents. And so Jen and Rishi met up together and they discussed some things, and Rishi confessed to Jen that when they found out their age, they changed their mind, they no longer accept it. And then that just set it off for Jen. Jen just said, you know what, I had enough. Like, this is not going to work. You do not defend me. You never defend me. And your parents don't approve. You don't defend me. Like, this relationship is over. And so Jen and Rishi broke up. They broke up. They're broken up. And that's all there is to it. They are broken up. And so I should have seen that coming. I don't think it's over. Maybe by the tell-all, they'll probably get back together. I don't know. But, he goes crying in her arms saying, I don't want to lose you. And Jen's just like, just give me some time and stuff. I want you to leave now. So yeah, as of right now, Jen and Rishi are broke up. Alright. So yeah, that was them. Next couple I want to talk about is Danielle and Johan. So last week we seen Danielle and Johan meet up with Danielle's ex, and Johan asked inappropriate questions. This episode, Johan meets up with Danielle's ex just to play some basketball, to have some boy time, have some bro time, play some basketball and stuff. And he apologized to the ex for asking him all that inappropriate questions, but he did ask, like, was Danielle controlling in their relationship? And the ex actually said yes, she was controlling, and Johan is fearing that Danielle's controlling this will destroy the relationship. So later, Danielle and Johan meet, and it's like a battle of who's going to change first. Johan wants Danielle to change. Danielle wants Johan to change. Danielle claims that there is nothing wrong with her and she is not going to change. Danielle is really set in her ways. She doesn't want to change. She doesn't want to compromise. She's like, maybe moving to the DR wasn't the purpose for me to be married or something like that. Danielle is just like, the problem that I have with Danielle the whole season is that she put herself on a pedestal above Johan and talked down to him so much this season, like he was nothing. And that just irritated the crap out of me. And I understand, we're American, and we have a little bit more opportunity than some of these other people in third world countries, but that does not give us the right to talk down on them, to put ourselves above them and stuff. It does not give us the right. Yes, they have a struggle that we will never understand, but still, we have to put ourselves in them shoes, and that's what Danielle always felt to do. So yeah, that was Danielle and Johan. I'm going through these couples really quick because not much went down in this episode. Next couple I want to talk is Debbie and Osama. So Debbie and Osama, they meet up to discuss things. Debbie is just still irritated. Osama still wants to come to America, and Debbie's just like, you're not coming here to get a visa. And Debbie feels that Osama just wants the visa. Debbie wants a full-blown marriage and stuff and everything, and there's more to it, and that's what she was trying to get out of Osama and stuff. And now Debbie is just irritated because Osama just wants to come to America, and it's just more focused on that than their actual relationship. So Osama met up with his sister to discuss things, and the sister even told him like, you were wrong for what you said and how you reacted, and like there was some miscommunications on what their plans were, but the sister's like, you were wrong and you need to apologize to her, and there was miscommunications, and that's going to happen when you do miscommunications like that. So yeah, that was basically that. So Debbie and Osama, they broke up. Debbie done packed her bags and went on back to America, back to Sugar Hill, Georgia. She packed her bags and left. So we have two couples now broke up. Debbie and Osama, and Jen and Rishi all broke up. So yeah. Next couple I want to talk could possibly end up being a breakup is Chris and Jamie. So we didn't see them last week, but Chris and Jamie, we seen Chris return to Colombia. She was back in America for 5 months, and it was longer than it was supposed to be 2 weeks, and then it ended up being 5 months. I felt bad for Jamie. Their whole issue was like Chris was not communicating with her very well and delaying the trip and everything. But finally, Chris decides to go back to go back to Colombia to be with Jamie. Apparently, she missed Jamie's birthday, and like Jamie was really upset about that. So Chris wanted to make it up to her. So Chris arrives to Colombia. They had a nice little meet and greet. Again, it's good to see you. I love you. I missed you. Let's have a night together. They had a night together, and I don't know who whoop and the whoop and the whoop and the whoop and all that. And then like Chris decides to take her like on this little trip to celebrate her birthday and everything. They go out to this like resort. They went swimming, have fun in the pool and stuff. And then they decided to have like a serious conversation after that. And Jamie was just like, I'm your wife, and like I need more from you, basically. And then like Chris said that she stayed longer because something happened to her son, and her son got in some kind of trouble that she had to take care of and stuff. And then like, Jamie was just like, I understand you got, kids first and all that. That's fine. But I'm still your wife and everything. And then they started a fight, and Jamie raised her voice, and Chris kept on interrupting her. And then all of a sudden, Chris just told Jamie, like, lower your voice when you talk to me. I done told you 100 times to lower your voice. She's like, Chris, I'm talking, this, and that, and everything. You lower your voice to me. Like, she came into mother mode. She's like, you're going to lower your voice or we're done. And then Jamie's like, okay, I'd like for you to leave. So Chris was just like, oh, God dang it, I'm leaving then. Cannot take this no more and everything. So they were doing so well, and then one little quick conversation just turned left, and that was it. Chris done walked off. So yeah. I don't think Chris, for her being in her 40s, she doesn't communicate well. She really don't. She doesn't communicate well. I understand her side too. She has kids, and she's got to take care of certain things. But like being in this relationship, like she's just like, she's just playing games. I think she's playing a little bit of games. Now Jamie, on the other hand, like in her defense, does need to be a little bit more understanding. But again, they are married, and that's what they get for getting married in 9 days, 9, 10, 11 days. They are married, so. And judging by the previews of the tell-all, it's not looking good for them either. So yeah, that was Chris and Jamie. And the last couple I want to talk is Gabe and Isabel. So, of course, they're the power couple. They're about to get married. They are about to get married. Last week, we seen Gabe's sister, Monica, come into town and, stir some stuff up. Well, this episode starts off as Gabe and Isabel's wedding day. Gabe is getting ready. The mom is helping him get ready. Then he gets a text from Monica, the sister, saying that she's not coming. And then he told the producers and everybody that what happened. They had a big fight the night before. Apparently, they all went out the night before, and Isabel was running late because she was doing some last minute wedding stuff. And like they wanted to go back. Like Monica and the boyfriend wanted to leave because Isabel was late, and Gabe didn't like that, and then they just got into it because like Monica said some things like you shouldn't be marrying her and stuff. Let's just talking down on the relationship. But they thought they got to straighten out, and Gabe did not tell Isabel. So now Gabe got that text, and now he's all upset. Now he just went crying. The mom's trying to calm him down, just like, don't worry about it. Just get ready. This is your day. Now he's all upset. Isabel's like at the vineyard, just trying to prepare, and she has not heard from Gabe. She has not heard from Gabe, and now she's upset because she has not heard from Gabe. It's the wedding day, you know. She knew something that happened the night before, but not to that extent and stuff, and Gabe did not communicate with her, and is not communicating now, just 3 hours before the wedding. So, yeah. Yeah, the worst, see, that's the problem. See, the sister done overstepped her boundaries too much. You know, she wanted to make it all about her, and now she ain't coming. She wanted to be maid of honor for Gabe. She wanted to give Gabe away, and now she ain't gonna come. Like, you know, she's making it all about her. This is about your brother. This is about your brother and his future wife. This ain't about you, girl. Come on now. And now Gabe really wanted her there and all that. Now she ain't coming after all of that, after all that hoopla. And I just think that it's just really, that was just wrong. That was just wrong. Like, you know, you go from that, you go from wanting to be on top of the wedding to not coming at the wedding at all. That's ridiculous. You don't do that. You don't do that. You can't do that to your brother. So that's cold. So that was basically it, guys. I apologize for not doing Love in Paradise last week. I'll try to do it this week. Next week, I may do that new show called Match Me Abroad, and I'm gonna watch the first episode and see how it goes, and I might recap that one. So anyway, guys, that's the end of the review. For the second week in a row, we didn't see much of Nicole and Mahood. I was fine with that. We'll see them at the tell-all. And I saw the preview for the tell-all. It's going down. It's going down at the tell-all. I can't wait for the tell-all next week. And before I sign off, guys, I got some breaking news. We got the trailer. We got the trailer for the upcoming season of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. So I'm excited. Apologize for you just heard that. I'm excited. I'm going to read an article. We have 8 couples for before the 90 days. And I'm going to read their bylines. Amanda. We're going to start with Amanda. She's 31 from Louisiana. She's a widowed mother of 2. Never thought she'd find love again after losing her husband to a sudden battle of cancer. Jesus. With all that changed when she started chatting online with Razvan, a Romanian social media star and actor. Razvan helped pull her out of her grief as she fell in love with his warmth, sense of humor, and chiseled model body. Now, after 4 months of online dating, Amanda is ready to fly to Romania to meet him for the first time in person, but she is truly ready to open herself up to a new relationship. And at 26, is Razvan prepared for a life with 2 children? Will jealousy over Razvan's career come between them? Will love endure, or is this all a bit too fast? So that's Amanda and Razvan. Next person is Riley. Riley, 48 years old from Pennsylvania. He's a military veteran, a jazz lover, and a cigar aficionado. Has been sacred by betrayal in his past relationships, but after meeting and falling in love with his Vietnamese girlfriend, Violet, who is 43, online, he's ready to fly to Vietnam to give love another chance. But he hasn't been smooth sailing in the 2 years since they started talking. and Riley's concerns have led him to look into hiring a private investigator to determine if he can really trust Violet. With trust from the onside, do these two stand a chance? So yeah, that was Riley and Violet. Next, we got Christian, 30 years old, from Minnesota. Is a self-proclaimed life of the party. He's been all over the dating scene but has not yet found the one. Enter Cleo, an autistic and neurodivergent trans woman who values quiet time at home in London with her cats. The two met on social media almost a year ago, and when they started out as a friendship, became a full-fledged romance, and both completely smitten. Despite pushback from some of his family and a history of dating exclusively cis women, Christian is excited to finally meet Cleo, but is immediately not sure if he's going to feel once they are together in person. Will there differences come between them? It doesn't say where Cleo is from, and I didn't see them in the trailer. So that was Christian and Cleo. Next person is Tyree, 33 years old, from California. Tyree is a generous, big-hearted man. He is a big man whose insecurities about his body has held him back from finding love. Until 4 years ago, when he met the love of his life, Carmela, who is 27, on a dating app, and she's from Barbados. Even though they communicate exclusively on Snapchat, Carmela has been a huge part of Tyree's life, supporting him when his mother had a stroke and had to quit his job and move in with her to be her caretaker. The connection they formed is so deep that they started talking about marriage, and now Tyree is planning a trip to Barbados so that they can finally meet and he can hopefully propose. But despite having been talking for 4 years, Tyree's family knows nothing about his relationship. Will they try to stand in the way of true love? Next person is David. I seen the trailer. This guy is deaf, so he's going to be doing sign language. David, he is 42, from Nebraska. He can't speak. He's a kind-hearted, hardworking man who was born completely deaf. He's been longing for a love and companionship for his entire life, but connecting with people in a hearing world can be a struggle. His last relationship ended badly when he found out that he was being cheated on, but thankfully he didn't give up on love, because 2 years ago he met Sheila, 31, who's 31. David and Sheila have been talking every day for the last 2 years, but mostly through text, since although also hearing impaired, Sheila knows a very limited sign language. Despite concerns from David's family and friends, David is sure that Sheila is the one and is putting everything on the line to travel 8,000 miles to the Philippines. Again, their love withstand both cultural and communication hurdles. We'll see. I seen in the trailer where Sheila has a son and wants the son to be part of David's life, but is worried that with David not speaking. So that should be interesting. Next person is Misha. She's 43 years old. She's a divorced Catholic convert who left her glamorous life as a TV journalist. Okay, girl. Man, that's my field. Okay. Now we talking. After experiencing a spiritual awakening in her living room 7 years ago while exploring her newfound faith, she connected online with Nicola, a 46-year-old virgin who has never been in a serious relationship and lives with his mother in Israel. Despite coming from two completely different worlds, over the years they fell in love, and now after 7 years of talking, Misha is flying to Israel to finally meet him in person, with hopes of completely being engaged. But with his limited experience with women, is Nicola capable of giving Misha everything she needs? Next person is Statler. She's 33. Statler is a high-energy, charismatic insect enthusiast from Texas. As an adopted child, she never really felt like she fit in and thought of herself as the black sheep in the family. which let her longing for unconditional love. Statler thinks she may have finally found it, and with her British girlfriend Dempsey, who's 28. After talking for 7 months, Statler is heading to England to meet her for the first time. I did not see them in the trailer either, but unbeknownst to Dempsey, if all goes well, Statler is planning to move there. Will it all be too much too soon? I didn't see them in the trailer. And last but not least, we have a returning couple. And I'm not going to read this guy's byline because we all know him. Gino and Jasmine. We all know Gino and Jasmine. They were on last season of Before the 90 Days. We all know Gino. He's 53 from Michigan, wearing this hat. The last time we saw Gino and Jasmine, they got engaged in Panama. They're just waiting on approval for the K1 visa. And we all know what Gino and Jasmine, Gino last season sent Jasmine's inappropriate pictures to his ex to brag about it, which was completely wrong. Jasmine has severe jealous issues. I think this season's about to be the other way around, and we'll see how this goes. But I had a feeling that Gina and Jasmine were going to be on another season of Before the 90 Days. So anyway, guys, that was it. That was your new couples for season 6, 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. That will premiere June 4th. And as I said in a video last week, in a couple episodes in, I'm gonna do my first YouTube live. So be sure y'all watch that, because once we get these couples rolling, it's gonna be an interesting thing. And I can't wait. We got 8 couples. Let me just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we got 8 new couples this season. So, and I can't wait. I love Before the 90 Days. That's my favorite 90 Day Fiancé spinoff. It goes Before the 90 Days, then 90 Day Fiancé, then the other way. Well, no, then the Single Life, then the other way, and then Happily Ever After. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll try to do Love in Paradise tomorrow or Wednesday, so be sure to watch that. Love you guys. Have a great day.